my friends, it is I, Alphinius Goo. You notice I am wearing my Grinch shirt. And the reason why I'm wearing my Grinch shirt is because you see this person walking across the camera. This is what I'm talking about. Camera Mendy was in a totally grouchy mood this morning. She called me on the phone and she's like, I don't want to go in. It's too much snow because we're getting a little bit of snow around here. And I said, well, what if Kari and Rin are driving all the way down from Denver? What are we going to do?
Says if Kari and Rin are coming in, I will obviously.
Yes, I know, Camera Mendy, I know, but it is the volume of I don't want to that I'm speaking of right now.
Goodness.
So but the reason I did it is because I had this crazy idea, and I got to talk to Harry about it and I got to talk to Benjo or Kishore or one of our other artists. Because I think in the Tomb of Guys and Gags, what's the problem is?
The other camera. Keep talking.
So I think in the Tomb of Guys and Gags, we need to have a character called the Grunch. So I want to see what the chat thinks about that, because you know, Tomb of Guys and Gags is going to be scary and grimdark, but it's also going to be lampoony and fun, and we're going to bring a lot of popular culture things into it. And I think we need the Grunch.
You can sit on the corner, Alexander.
Oh yeah, you're fine, Alexander.
No,
I'm
the
other way.
Turn the other way.
Yeah, turn the other way. That's actually perfect. You're good.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm just gonna move the team out to the side.
This is truly, for those of you who are joining us for the first time, I feel terrible for you because we actually do better than this most of the time. Anyway, what does the chat think of the Grunch, Camera Mendy? Because if people like the Grunch, I want the Grunch to live in the Mithril Mountains up above the town of Ethel, okay? And have the Grunch be part of this whole thing.
Let's hear from the peanut gallery.
What do you think of the Grunch peanut gallery?
And hold your microphone up so you can
Yes, hold your
We're reporters. We're news reporters.
All right, Rin, what do you think of the Grunch? Because Harry can sculpt one up. We can have a STL. We'll do a portrait of the Grunch. And the Grunch can be a part of the lore of Guys and Gags from this point forward.
I think it would be fun to have a Grunch.
I think so too. You know, it's going to have the apostrophe, right? Because we do the apostrophe. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes,
yeah.
What do you think, Kari?
Not everyone knows. Oh, Alexander, don't talk quietly or no one will hear you. You have to speak.
What do you think, Kari, about the Grunch?
I think that we need more evil things to torture players with.
Absolutely. And the Grunch is definitely not going to be this good guy at the end.
What?
No way.
I
Make
agree.
him bad.
Make
him evil.
I think it's up to the GM.
All right, so listen, here's the way we'll do this.
Okay.
Perhaps we will think about a little contest around the Grunch. Camera Mendy, what do you think about that?
I am tapped out on contests right now.
No,
So talk to me in 2 weeks.
We'll start it. Listen, we'll start it next week. So
Nope.
Next week is Genghis Khan. We'll do it after Genghis Khan.
This is me actually being grumpy.
No, this is normal Camera Mendy.
We are finally today, after 2.5 months, doing the Mornwood drawing, which we finally managed to get up in Facebook.
Well, you know, the people get
So,
all
and
the
we
people.
are still finishing the dragon contest.
All the people here still the dragon fart contest, Barflaticus or whatever we're named.
Guys, I'm so tired. We have Genghis coming up. We're in the middle of a Guys and Gags pre-launch Kickstarter.
Yes, Camera Mendy.
So we are not adding the Grunch.
This is why Camera Mendy is grouchy, because she just can't handle the workload.
Or is she?
We need the Grunch. Add the Grunch.
Oh, my volume got bumped down. I'm sorry.
Oh, so Camera Mendy's low. That's good. Keep
Oh,
your
my goodness.
volume down.
I
Camera
know
Mendy,
it's good. It's good for the volume to be down when I'm being grouchy on the street.
All right,
And she admits it.
Let's actually get down to business. So what we're going to do today, we're going to have some fun. First and foremost, we're going to start and talk about this marvelous thing. And there goes Alexander. I don't know what he's doing. He's going off and doing something. We're going to talk about this marvelous thing called the Dungeon of Unix.
Okay, game. My table mics is a bit high. Thank you.
All you who are helping us with this, you are marvelous. Thank you very much. So we're gonna do the giveaway for the VIG badge at Genghis Khan. We're going to actually do the drawing, right, for the Mornwood, right, today.
Everyone's joking about Alexander. Alexander gave up. He's had enough.
He's done. He's walking. He's hitting away.
He's back again, guys.
He was here. He's leaving.
I needed to compose myself for a moment after that.
He probably had to pee.
Okay,
but anyway,
Rin, hold your mic a little bit further away from your mouth.
Yes,
is what I'm hearing.
Yes, because you're so loud, Rin. You're so boisterous.
It's a good thing. And it also, ladies' voices are just higher pitched.
It is true. It is very true.
The way of it. Okay.
All right, so may I try? It's one last time.
What?
Tell everybody what we're doing today.
Yes.
Okay, first and foremost.
We've gained viewers. Just so you know, this train wreck has actually gained viewers.
this is what happens.
Okay.
People love to see the stupid stuff. Okay, because this is really stupid. All right. So anyway, my friends, here's what we're doing. We're gonna give away the VIG badge. We're giving away the Mornwood today. Yes, Camera Mandy? We're doing
Yes,
the Camera Mandy.
it is
Yes,
happening.
we're doing the Mornwood giveaway today. So all of you who've been so patient with us, every time you've been here, you've gotten that extra entry. So your odds have climbed dramatically versus the people who don't join us and are on the Discord, which Alexander and Riley have done a great job of sort of more invigorating, and we're doing more stuff on that Discord soon. So so we're doing that. We're going to talk a little bit about Guys and Gax and the launch party. I want to tell you that as our dear Lawrence, who is sitting in the other room, will tell you, there are like 400 or some crazy number of Mornwood materials that have been printed and are sitting down at our partner friend Alex's print shop being assembled so that we can start shipping them towards the end of next week. So for all of you Mornwood people, we're all over that. Now on the other side of the coin, for all of you Darkenhaven people, I'm one of them because I'm dying for this. Book 1 is fully laid out. Book 2 is nearing finish, and book 3 is in the layout process, I believe is the circumstance. We have many non-player characters. We're working on the floor plans, and our goal is to get this thing out, the digitals out here as quickly as possible. I was hoping for the end of February, but it's going to be close. We'll see how it transcends. But that box is going to be magnificent. The maps look fantastic. And of course, you saw, if you watched the videos, you saw how the Mornwood maps align with the Darkenhaven maps, giving you this magnificent tapestry for your players to be able to literally walk out of the city and go to a really, really creepy place rather than having to go miles and miles and miles away. So we're very excited about that. Obviously, Genghis Khan is coming up here over President's Day weekend. Thursday night, we will have the Great Gooey Dungeon Game Show, and we're trying a different streaming technique this time. So literally, Lawrence is going to have a little headset on, and he's going to be walking around using a camera, just walking around, so we don't have to set up all the stream stuff. So Lawrence will actually be representing the streamers, and that will help Camera Mandy because it's really hard for her to sort of do all the things that have to be done to keep that stream together. So we're going to try this with a modular camera, and we think it's going to work very well. We're excited for it because Lawrence will be able to interact with all the people who are on the stream, and not put Camera Mandy in a position where she's trying to interact, trying to run the whole thing.
and then not just like tearing down the studio and then having to rebuild the studio.
Yes, that's true
but
too.
I will be bringing audio equipment, Donnie, if you are watching. So,
yes, Donnie will have the audio. And
the television.
Yes, and we're hoping also that we can maybe set up one static camera, but we aren't sure we're going to be able to do that. So we're looking at this, but that's going to be an interesting new thing. And of course, Genghis Khan, we have a couple of wonderful things that are coming along with all of our games and our marvelous game masters and our EOs and the people who've been working so hard to plan for all of this. And we love you all. Thank you so much for all of this. We have Gooey After Dark on Friday night, right?
Yeah, so we added, and we'll talk about this in a little bit, but I added 20 more tickets to that casino night because we were getting close to being sold out.
Yes, and how are we doing on the Gooey game show tickets?
I mean, it'll be a packed room.
It'll be
but
packed.
there's plenty of tickets for anyone who wants to come. So those, we don't really take tickets for that.
That's true. It's more just because it's out there in the open and all of that kind of stuff.
But the Goo, if you want to do Goo Done It, that only has 4 more tickets left. And once those are gone, we're not adding any more just because right now the scope of that event needs to stay at 50.
It's a very intriguing mystery. And then of course we have the big Hanataz gambling tent, right?
That is
the Gooey After Dark.
That is the casino night that we added the 20 extra tickets to.
Yes, so 20 extra tickets have been added. So you'll be able
to
come.
As we are talking, I'm currently adding names to the Wheel of Spinniness.
The Wheel of Spinniness?
The Wheel of Spinniness, which is
this is why Camera Mandy doesn't name things in the world of Zyathé, because it would need to be the Wheel of Spinniness if we would.
Okay, I want to say something. So Josh, the other day, we talked to him after the show, and he says, Mandy, I've entered my name into these things so many times. Like, how am I not winning anything? And yet Lydia and Dennis somehow win like a spectacular amount.
This is called Kismia's luck.
I'm just saying, because the thing is, I use 2 different engines to run these. So one of them is Moo.bot.
Moobot.
And one of them is the Wheel of Names, which is like you put all the names in and you spit it. And somehow they have both won on both of those
Both
things
engines.
multiple times. And I don't know what it is.
Because the favor of Kismet is upon them,
and Josh was like, well, do you ever fudge it? I'm like, no, because if I was to fudge it, I would make Lydia and Dennis not win.
Yeah, we would. Yes, Lydia and Dennis would not get another prize for many years.
Yeah, so I want you to know that we are totally doing it legit. We are doing it the only, with the digital aside, and we've even pulled names from a hat before.
We have.
So, and they've still won.
I want to say Lydia won one of those. When you pulled from the hat. I think I remember that.
It is truly incredible. So, and I just want to say to both Lydia and Dennis, keep entering.
Yeah, keep going because it's hilarious.
They watch so much, and they deserve it when they win. But yes, just know that it is totally fair. So,
it is, yes, completely fair.
Okay.
And if you're coming to the Gooey Dungeon Game Show on Thursday night at Genghis Khan, remember, we give away a ton of prizes. So you're very likely to get something if you are in the audience. So, and we have some wonderful guests that are going to be playing with us. I'm not sure whether Donnie and Andrea or just Andrea or just Donnie. Jeff Richards is going to be there. I think Tommy Rice is playing with us. Luke is going to play with us. Goodness gracious, there's a number of others.
Yeah, the chips are dated. Someone had said in the thing the chips are dated, and that's right. They are collectible, and you will get to keep them if your luck is in your favor.
If the luck is in your not them, you get to keep one.
Well,
right?
one.
Yes. Let's not get crazy, Camera Mandy.
Agreed.
She's always spending our money.
Yes, that's.
And she's grouchy. So
problem.
She spends the money and she's grouchy. That is not good. That sounds like my wife. I'm just kidding. Ms. Goo is not grouchy ever.
Yeah,
Ms. Goo, are you watching? You're the best.
She's literally a
greatest person ever.
Okay.
Marvelous, beautiful.
Anyway,
love
let's talk with these people.
All right, let's do it.
Because then I can keep doing what I'm doing over here.
All right. So here is what we're going to talk about. So first of all, to introduce this was a crazy idea that was spawned by the Great Gooey Dungeon Game Show. And I think we started it 4 years ago. I think we did the Dungeon of Unix the first time. It might even, was it 4 years ago, Alexander?
It was Gen Con of 2021.
2021.
No, that's not
No,
correct.
I think we did it before.
We did it before in the studio in 2020.
2020.
And it was what
that is true.
Yeah.
But the pared down version that we're talking about was first done
So
in
what we did
2021.
was we took this marvelous Gooey Dungeon Game Show and we played it for players at conventions. And so we set up the terrain and we have the spinning wheel and we have all of that kind of stuff. And amazingly, it has been extraordinarily popular. So yes, I'm not lying. Yes, Alexander?
Everyone who's played it loves it.
Yeah, so tell us a little bit about, because you sort of are sort of the linchpin, if you will, and then we'll talk to Rin and Kari about this a little bit more. So tell us a little bit about
So we got to give some credit here. Casey Wren came up with a substantial amount of the rules for the base of the game. Part of it was me, and I wrote the rooms and the monsters for it. But Casey did come up with the base of the rules that we still use to this day, as well as the characters.
Indeed.
But it's a dungeon built with Dwarven Forge that plays sort of like a board game. We call it D&D Light, and you complete the dungeon in about 2 hours. And each year we have changed the layout as well as the monsters to give a unique experience, because there are people who enjoy playing the game but don't necessarily want to run the same dungeon again. But this year I got some help in making the new dungeon. So Rin, who has become the expert in running it, came this year to help and build, help build the new dungeon. So do you want to talk a little bit about your design philosophy, if you will?
The way I've just been kind of making it is I see something that looks cool for the dungeon and I just put it in somewhere.
Yeah,
Nice.
so I'm a little worried about it this year, Rin, because now you all need to understand. So this is at my house, in my gaming basement, all over the floor. I don't know what Camera Mandy's doing right now. Oh, you're showing a video. Look at that. There's Alexander. Do we have Rin in there? Because Rin was very popular.
This was the year before Rin started GMing for it.
All right. So anyway, so while this is running, just so you understand, so Kari and Rin and Alexander came over the house. And now this thing is spread out all over the floor and all of these bins are open and Rin keeps grabbing things and coming and saying, hey, let's use this, right? Hey, let's use this. So it might be a really intriguing Dungeon of Unix.
I think it's going to be the best one that we've made so far. I think hands down it is going to be the most interesting one for players to play in.
Well, That first one with that bridge and all of that stuff, that was pretty good. So
That
we're
was
gonna,
pretty good, but I think we're gonna beat it this year.
Well, it's
Nice.
exciting. It's
I'm
very, very
confident.
cool. So, Kari, what do you think? So cameraman, switch over to them again, so that we can pop back to the video and back and forth if you want. That way,
Yes. sounds
So
yeah,
Kari,
the dungeon is always fun, and this year, yeah, its theme is a little bit different. The layout is going to be radically different, I think, than what it's been. So, yeah, it should be a lot of fun for everybody who wants to play it, and it'll premiere here in a week.
yes, in a week at Genghis Khan. And Rin, so Rin, when you run this, are you just tell the truth? It's okay because you're
I
amongst
mean,
friends.
Belinda literally says Rin was a tough GM. Loved her.
Yes. So
Loved
Rin, you're
her.
kind of tough on the players. Is this true?
A little.
Yeah. Well, so what inspires you to be tough on the players rather than a Monty Hall game master? Do you even know what a Monty Hall game master is?
Nope.
Do you even know who Monty Hall is?
No.
Well, damn it, I'm old. Anyway,
We knew
so,
that.
So yes, of course you did. So okay, Rin. So tell us about this. Rin does a great job, by the way. Everybody, you look at her and think she's a young person, but she really does a great job. All right.
If
So tell
anything,
us,
it means that she has more energy than the rest of us.
that's true.
And
That's not necessarily a bad thing.
She kills lots of players. It's good. Like she kills lots of the characters. It's important.
But
Yes.
it's important to know that they can come back. So
Yes,
Yes,
you come
yes.
back. Yes, you can die, you lose points, but
You keep playing.
You keep playing. That's correct. And you get gooey bucks sometimes. And I really want to do Alexander, Kari, Rin. I really want to do this. And these poker chips have inspired me to do gooey gold.
Okay.
So we might
take it down.
Cameraman is freaking
Take
out
it
right
down.
now, freaking out. But would it not be cool to take the poker chips that we have, right, and do a gold version with the Gooey Cube on it and call them Gooey Gold?
We'll get there one day.
Yes.
One day.
Right now we
Thank
have
you.
Gooey bucks.
I love you.
Yeah,
we already have Gooey currency.
Gooey bucks for the near term, but Gooey Gold sounds
Gooey
very
Gold. I'm
interesting
writing
to me.
it on a post-it.
Listen,
Well done,
paper money is
cameraman.
significantly more like carryable than gold coins. All right.
All right, so listen, so Alexander, just for the folks who might not know, just real quick, tell us how it works. How does it actually work? And you can go back to the
I'm gonna-
video if you want to.
I'm gonna
cameraman.
play the
So
video.
what happens is the players progress through a dungeon that has 10 rooms. There are 4 players, and in each room there are 4 interactable features. Behind those features are either a combat encounter, treasure, a trap, or which we call a zonk, and then exactly Kiss Me Is a Wheel.
Kiss me as well.
Which is my personal favorite, and I think it's your favorite too, Rin.
Yeah, thing is, when I played it, I didn't get anything. I was always getting the monster.
Well, there you go.
Sorry, Rin. That's why you became a killer game master. This is-
Exactly.
I needed revenge.
But points get divided based on, if you find treasure, you get a point, as well as a magic item. If you encounter the monster and are the one that deals the killing blow, you get a point. However, also some monsters will give the entire party a point. Furthermore, if you hit the wheel, you can bet on it to basically negate half the bad things on there. It's pretty good. You can bet black or red. But if you hit the green on there, which is a small one, you get 5 gooey points back. Otherwise, you get an additional gooey point.
Yes.
But yeah,
And people cheer, people yell, they stand up. I mean, it's fun.
It's run like a game show, and the game master brings a lot of energy to the experience.
So, Kari, what did you like about it? Because you played it the first time, right? You played it the
Yeah.
first time. Yeah. So tell us a little bit about your first experience.
So it's the best thing about the
Dungeon of
Dungeon of
Unix.
Unix is the fact it's very high energy, right? It is there's everybody's kind of going with each other. You're sitting there with a group, and somebody wants to look at something, and everybody gives the same groan when the monster comes out. And when you've got the GM giving fun descriptions on what's happening, they build a little suspense as you go look at something, and it ends up being a lot of fun.
Yeah, it really, because it is very fast paced, right? Rin, it goes pretty fast when you're playing. Does it feel like it goes?
Yeah,
pretty quick?
Sometimes you
Oh,
have the party that is like taking every little detail of the room.
This is what we call the examiners. You know about the examiners? So there's different kinds of players, right? There's players that just want to go for it. That's like your dad, cameraman D. Just knock the door down, kill everybody right inside, right? All of that stuff. Yes? You know what I'm talking about. You know
Yes.
these people.
Yes.
But then there are the examiners. And the examiners are like, tell me about that rock that's over there on the side. No, not the third rock, the fourth rock. I want to know about the fourth rock. You know what I'm talking about, Alexander? Have you ever
Oh
had
yeah,
that?
Yeah.
of course. I'm
Yes,
not.
Randy,
I'm
you know
that
what
kind
I'm
of
talking-
player. No, no, I'm not. But
No, I
have
am that
been
player.
before.
Oh,
I
you
think
are an examiner, Rin?
Yeah, I mean, in my father's campaign that I play, I'm like, what is that thing? Tell me everything about that one rock.
Listen, when every rock tries to kill you, you gotta look at all of them. I'm just saying, like, you know what I mean. When
You
death
know,
is around every
If
corner.
you don't look at them and don't pick them up, they don't try and kill you.
You know, here's another interesting thing about dungeon mastering. If you don't interact with them, they don't exist. like, that's the key to dungeon mastering.
It is
Like,
true. It is very, very true. So just to finish it off, and then, by the way, this wonderful, even though it's snowing out there, we're all going out to lunch and then going to the house to finish the dungeon. And it really is looking good. And we're going to add some more accoutrements and all of that stuff. So we're pretty excited about that. But just to finish off, I want, Alexander, you can start.
Mhm.
I want you to tell one thing that you've loved, one little quick story that you've loved about the Dungeon of Unix in the past, because you have had some magnificent experiences. So tell just one quick one.
So for this particular one, there was, well, working with Casey has been a gem the entire time.
He's wonderful.
So that has been the true highlight of Dungeon of Unix. But I did have a run in which during the first one, there's a dragon, which was the second to last enemy, and it almost wiped the entire party. It actually did wipe the entire party in a TPK, and they all had to buy back in.
Buy back
and some
in.
of them were at like 3 or 4, deaths at that point. And at that point, I realized, yeah, I made it lethal enough. We need to keep that up.
All right, Rin. So tell us about the worst circumstance, and not too long now, because I know you can get a little long-winded. So
Not
nice.
that thing.
So tell us about the one worst encounter that you had in the Dungeon of Unix. Did you wipe the whole party? Go ahead, tell us.
It was probably in last year. There was the skeleton room, which was kind of my favorite
yeah,
room, but we
yes.
almost had a TPK in that one. Everyone almost died. One person just was unscathed the whole time. We don't know how.
But they survived. Yes,
Yes.
it's very, very good.
They all had to pay.
They had to pay to get back in. Yes. So if you have not played with Rin, she's actually a joy to play with. So you sit there and think, gosh, it's just a kid. No, she got game. Truly, it's true. All right, Kari, what about you, my friend? What do you think?
About what?
About the worst or interesting
Why don't we ask
situation?
Kari, because Kari's actually run way more
It's true.
games at conventions. So how about the best tip that you can give to a convention GM for the first time they're ever running a convention game?
That's a good idea.
First tip for a convention GM.
You see, you put them on the spot
top,
like that,
here's the top thing, and this even works in your home games. If you mess up, your players won't know. Just keep going. You can completely forget about the legendary actions of some monster. Your players aren't going to know. They aren't going to realize. They're still going to have a blast.
Yes. You can retcon anything.
Retcon everything.
Retcon everything. Alexander, that should be our new motto.
Yeah, retcon everything.
So, Alphinius,
Yes, my
to
dear.
answer your question here earlier on, like, why I'm always so mean to my players, it comes from this one.
Oh, it's your dad's fault.
No, he is always the one that is out to kill the party in my campaign. So I get it from that one.
Uh-huh. So now we know it is from father to daughter. Yes, this is what we do.
We have a great tip.
I can see you've taught her well, Kari.
We have a great tip in the chat.
Let us hear it.
We have a couple actually.
Okay, let us hear them.
And I got a whole list from Donnie. Okay.
Oh my.
So I'll go through a few of these. First off is drink water.
Yes.
Water
Yes.
Yes.
The last day you're always
Or
using cough
scotch.
drops,
You know,
no matter
scotch
what,
is
though.
scotch is good too, Rin. I know
Yeah.
you don't know this yet, but you might someday.
When you're on day 4 of screaming at Dungeon of Unix, scotch won't cut it. Like, you need something else.
Okay.
The lozenges.
This is from Donnie. In con checklist. Stay hydrated, especially if you're traveling from out of state. Remember to drink water throughout the event. Medication. Don't forget your meds. Your health and well-being are top priorities. Tech essentials. Bring your phone charger to stay connected and powered up throughout the convention. Gaming gear. Pack your dice and any other gaming materials you'll need. Forget something? fear not. There are fantastic options available for purchase. Positive vibes don't. And I don't know what that means because I would assume that you would want positive vibes. I don't know. So
I assume, knowing
Yes.
Donnie, the way that he
oh
is-
wait. Oh, here's what happened. It got too wordy, so Twitch cut him off. Positive vibes. Don't leave home without a smile.
Absolutely.
Aw.
Let's make this convention one for the books. So
Yes, absolutely. I
yes.
mean, and the thing is, you really, for me, you know, I walk around with a smile on my face the whole dang time at Genghis because I'm there with all of our wonderful friends, right? I mean, and we made friends, right? I mean, you all know this. I mean, I wouldn't know you, Alexander.
Nope.
I wouldn't know you, Rin.
Not unless we met 2019 Gen Con.
It would be a very unlikely situation that even if we met,
Absolutely.
just it would have been walking into each other, right? Carrie, I would not know you.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
I think Carrie's mic is not working.
Oh,
But also, I have been turning. I thought the wrong mic was Alexander's mic, so I've been turning him up. So
it is a low budget
wonderful.
production, friends. Yes, very
So
low.
maybe you've heard me. Maybe you haven't. Who knows?
So, Alexander, I want you to do something. On
Yeah.
your left, there is a very large thing. Will you slide it?
There
over
is
so
indeed.
It is in the camera. Let's put this in here because this is very important.
The oversized.
Yes, go ahead, Rin. You're good. Go ahead.
There you go. Now it's in position. Go ahead
With
and
the oversized
So,
what? What is this, Rin? Do you
well,
know?
this is Tiamat, the five-headed dragon,
Mm.
with red, green, black, white, and blue.
So push it forward a little bit so it gets more camera forward so we can see a little more detail.
Put it in the center of the table.
Yes, that's
There you
perfect
go.
right there. So what we are telling you is for all of you interested in this wonderful thing we're doing called the Tomb of Geisengax, you need to go right now to gooeycube.com/alf. That is my secret code. Alexander made it for me, didn't you, Alexander?
I did.
My secret code.
Make sure to spell it.
Now, if you've already gone and done this, do not worry. The secret code really means nothing.
It means stuff. It's important.
It's a tracking thing that we are doing. It is not something you get something bonus because if you use /alf. So if you've already gone and registered on gooeycube.com/back, do not worry. So go to gooeycube.com/alf, ALPH, okay? And register because for 50 years of this wonderful game that we love, we are giving away how many?
50.
How many?
50.
How many?
50.
And this is one of the magnificent prizes. So Gaxworks and Gooey Cube are coming together to do a wonderful prize package. 50 wonderful games that you can win, which means you can only win once, which means certain individuals who will remain nameless only have a chance to win one time, which means you have 48 other 48 other chances to
Betting
win.
odds still say they win the TMO.
So, and all of these prizes are really nice. I mean, there's gooey dice in there. I mean, there's a wonderful set of prizes. And even if you don't back the Kickstarter, which we hope you will, because it's going to be magnificent, you still have a chance to win these prizes. But on top of that, if you go to gooeycube.com/alf, you will also note that we're doing this thing called the Gooey Hall. And if you pre-register and you back at the adventure and campaign level, it's like $200 worth of stuff. That is really cool stuff, including an adventure called the Ghost Stone, which goes right along with the Tomb of Geisengax and the environs of Geisengax for the Kickstarter. So I would highly recommend that you take a moment and go pre-register. Additionally, if you have never gotten the Fermatra Oz, which is the shape-shifting people, we have that up there too, do we not, Alexander?
Indeed. If you back, you will get it for free. You'll get a code right after you back.
Camera Mandy, nice work. So we
Well
can
done.
show this real quick.
I do want to say something.
Yes, my dear.
Because I guess when I did my 50, like I sounded really sad because I was going low.
50.
I want to be clear that it was my idea to do the 50 giveaways for 50 years. And so I'm not always a party pooper when it comes to giveaways.
No, not always, just most of the time.
Just most of the time. But
Hey, I don't know if you're being fair to Mandy. Sometimes she brings a lot of positive energy.
Mandy,
sometimes I bring a lot of positive energy. That is the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me.
That is not true.
That is not true.
All right, listen, y'all. Let's just be clear.
Mandy
all of
does
you,
often bring a lot of positive
of course she
energy.
does. Listen, as I told you, I held this little girl
Oh
right
my
with
God.
a little head right there. On
Here
my
we go.
head when she was
It wasn't
a baby.
always that big?
And she didn't poop on me, which I
I'm
was
sorry, I'm
very
trying to check
pleased.
the chat right now. But
So
it's
you
going-
never want a baby to poop on you, but if you're going to get poop on you, you want it to be baby poop.
oh my
Does that
God.
make sense? But
Yeah,
cameraman, No, but camera Mandy never pooped on me. But I held
Let's
her when
move
she
on.
was this little.
Okay.
And she is my goddaughter, and I love her dearly.
TMI.
And yes, she is very positive and a wonderful person to work with.
Okay.
Except she is grouchy, and I think it is because the Hatters are kind of losing their snail battle right now. But that's another thing for another time.
Carrie says that I keep her sane, so I got that going for me.
Neither the
Other
snail
Kari,
nor
sorry, other
Alphinius
Kari.
Goo
There's two
are
Karis.
legitimate mayoral candidates.
Okay.
Clearly, the
I
existing.
don't even want to run. I just don't want the snail to win.
Well, it's convenient because you've been removed from the ballot by the city of Darkenhaven.
No, these are all rumors. This is propaganda being spawned by the Hatter Party. So this is all lies. But anyway, so if you've not gotten the Fermatra Oz, which is the shape-shifting race folio that we made, you can get that in advance in digital copy. All right. So if you can go there, get that. You can also get registered for the Kickstarter and get a chance to win. But this is all the cool stuff that's going to be in this.
In the Kickstarter.
In the Kickstarter. And then this is the Gooey Hall right here. So this Gooey Hall is magnificent. And I would really appreciate it, my friends, if you would share this with people, if you would tell people about this. We are going all out with Luke for this to make this thing incredibly special with incredible people. The Gary is being played by this magnificent Gerald Geisengax ghost. I mean, it looks pretty good. Yes, my friends?
The Guys and Ghosts is quite impressive.
Yes, the Guys and Ghost.
Well, there we go. The Guys and Ghosts.
Yes, there it is. Gerald Geisengax is playing Gary Gygax. So there's there. And of course, we have all of these non-player characters. Don't go so fast, Kimberly.
I'm trying to, because we have so much stuff to get
All right,
through.
all right. Let's just do it real. So
Okay.
we got the Gygax family, plus we also have Peter and Anne and Larry Elmore, right?
And
Matt
Ed.
Everhart is in Zandra Oz. Margaret Weiss gave us Archibald Fox. Ed Greenwood is there. Tim Kask and Errol Otis and our magnificent Chet Minton. Armando the Bard is in there. Skip and Penny Williams. I mean, it is, and there's more coming. And all of these people are going to be characters in this adventure and this campaign. So some of them in the adventure, some of them in the campaign, some of them might even cross over to both. So it is incredibly collectible, I believe. I think, first of all, we're not super well known, so there's not going to be hundreds of thousands of these things unless something absolutely goes crazy, and I just don't believe that's going to happen. There will only be a few thousand of the collector's editions in the world.
You never know that.
Well,
Thank you, Rin.
I hope so.
You never know.
It would really be helpful for this GUI thing that we're trying to do. So this is Camera Mandy's thing here. This is where you can register below and you can win fabulous prizes. So we got stuff from Luke, we got in Gaxworks, we've got stuff from Gooey Cube, and then of course the Tiamat, the magnificent Tiamat as the grand top winner.
Yeah, I do want to stipulate that definitely go register here, and then I will make a post in next week because you can get extra entries for various things that
Yes,
you
that's
do.
true.
So
There's a lot of cool things coming,
Yes.
and the launch party is on February 27th. We're actually going to stream it, so put that down too if you want to hang out with us. We're going to do a launch party, which is in the morning, which means I won't be drinking too much scotch, but it's in the morning. But that'll be fun. Yes, just a touch. Alexander gave me the little. Yeah, what is it?
Just like 2 fingers of
Two
scotch.
fingers.
okay.
That's
While
a
we're
little
here,
bit.
I'm going to do it.
What are you going to do?
I am going to spin.
Oh yes. So here's the wheel of spinniness. All
Yes.
right. So this is actually
So
this
you
is
can see there's
that's
lots.
funny, Alexander. It's not bad.
Spinniness.
It is as bad as it always is. I love it. It's fantastic.
Okay, let's see who the winner of the signed Mornwood campaign is.
Dun 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 dun.
Corey.
wins.
Wow.
The
Well,
Mornwood campaign.
congratulations.
So, you know what Corey's going to do because he already backed the Kickstarter. He'll probably give it away to one of his friends. He's very dear. He's very dear like that. Congratulations, Lokabutt McCrave. You have achieved a victory. Yes, a
Yes,
victory right there.
A victory over the wizard this time.
Corey works so hard for our little company.
Indeed. He
And
does so
he's
many wonderful
oh,
things.
look at this! I'm in Inception now.
Well done, Mandy.
Oh my God.
It's a
Get me out of
delay.
here! Get
Yeah,
me
there is
out
a
of
delay,
here!
too.
Get me out of here!
Anyway,
That's what
okay.
happens when you let Lokabutt win. I'm
Yes,
just
look,
saying, like,
yes, it was a trick. You're right.
it's always been a trick.
Oh,
Oh,
my
my
friends, this
goodness.
is magnificent. Do you want to? Can they just hang around? Right
Yeah,
now?
of course,
Do you
let's-
want to hang around, or do you while we go through the other things, we'll bob back and forth?
Yeah,
with
we're
you?
just
Whatever
gonna
you
do social
want.
media.
Color
Y'all
commentary.
comment on the social media.
I
here.
can't wait for the hamburger.
Okay.
This is what-
Burger.
Yes. Okay. What do we? This is so Laura put up the first one, right? Which was the red one, right?
Well, Amber also has
Oh,
one.
yeah. Amber did. Was Amber who did it first?
I don't know who did it first, but look at all the crochet madness that's going on.
They're
I am
very cute.
loving this.
It's just magnificent.
Yeah.
And Amber was talking to us about sparkles, and of course
Aw.
Laura. Now
Laura said that she may give me one of these snails.
Laura, you are so dear.
Yes.
The mollusks. Yes. We need one for the desk. Right, because we got all this craziness on the desk. Remember, I think it was Christina who made this one for us.
Yes.
Right?
We have a few.
And of
yeah.
course, Mama Zola made this for us. Right? Do y'all remember this from chapter 1? I think.
Oh,
it was?
yeah.
Yes.
See,
kind
the dimensional slinker though,
Whoa.
that's the one I really hang
we
on
got to get a dimensional.
Corey
slinger.
says
True.
they are correct. I will be giving it away for Goo Done It at Gen Con.
Well,
Nice.
there
Wow.
you
So
go.
yeah, better all you Gen Con people better sign up for Goo Done It. That's awesome, Corey.
Thank you, Corey.
Yes,
Yes.
Goo done it at Gen Con, and we're on the big stage, right, cameraman?
That's for the Great Gooey Dungeon
for the
Game
Great Gooey
Show.
Dungeon Game Show.
Yes.
That's what I meant, right?
But then
So
we'll also be running the mega games. We'll be doing the casino night and Goo Done It at Gen Con as well.
Gooey
So,
Cube
Wow.
innovates at Gen Con.
yes, we are trying new things.
So-
Okay,
so
but I'm loving all this
let-
snail stuff.
Does Alexander, do you know enough, Kari, do you know enough about the casino night to be able to talk about it a little bit? Do you know enough?
I know that I will be working the casino night.
I know all the stuff.
Let's take a moment.
As will
Let's
my
take a
wonderful
moment. Go
wife.
ahead and switch to them so they
Oh.
can talk a little bit because I want to see your reaction since you don't know that much.
Okay.
Let's let camera Mandy talk about it.
Well,
a
first
little
I'm just going to show our beautiful poker chip
bit.
here. So
Yes.
this is the.
Anthony Overton thought that were my fingers and my fingernails.
I
And
mean,
I
it's
said mine are not
understandable.
nearly so so delicate.
But
as
I
yours
mean, those are
His
what
nails
we
are that
call-
long
And
then.
my
are-
nails are not nearly that.
Yeah.
big.
Sometimes they get that long.
No, they don't. I bite them. Do you get long nails, Rin?
Yeah, I just forget to trim.
Okay, you can move the Tiamat
All
by
right,
the
yes,
way
move
out
the
of the.
Tiamat.
Yeah, it's hiding me.
Yeah. Okay.
Actually,
go.
Alexander, put it so the wings frame your face.
There you go.
Oh.
Actually,
Or-
or
me.
Frame Rin's face.
Right.
That's
Right in the
perfect.
middle.
Yes, but then
There
it's
we go.
okay. Yes, that's perfect.
no, that's perfect. There
Rin
we
has
go.
got.
Oh, that looks.
Oh, Rin
yeah.
is in perfect position for a backstab.
Pretty much, yeah.
All right, so
Hey,
camera
hey,
Mandy, switch to you in the window. I'll just. talk.
I can't. I don't have that. I don't.
Oh, you
think.
can't do it. Okay.
All right,
so
that's
so
I'll
let's-
just chat.
So
People know
chat
my
about
voice.
it, and then we'll get your reactions, see what you think, because this is a new thing, and we're really excited about it.
Okay.
Really excited.
So casino night is basically it's not real gambling. It is fantasy gambling. We are going to be playing games with the deck of Perilous Fortuity. That
Indeed.
some of them are kind of replicated from what you'd have in real life. So like we kind of have a Gooey Cube flavored poker called Dragon's Bane, and a couple. We have Kismia's Wheel of Fortune, I think is what it's called, and it's like roulette but with Kismia's wheel, and that's what
Yes.
Alexander is going to be
Indeed, I will.
running.
So Alexander, can you tell us a little bit about it, or are we not there ready to talk
I
about
haven't
it?
You're,
sent- I haven't sent him the
I'm not allowed to
instructions.
tell you. You have to
Yes.
come in blind. Otherwise, that would be cheating.
Oh, that's a
all
really
right.
good cover. I shouldn't have said I didn't give you
Excellent
the
job.
instructions.
Yeah, really
yet.
what it
We're
is. is
talking
camera
I am the
Mandy-
dungeon master. That's rather good. You know, I am good at thinking on my feet.
I
So.
am so the opposite of that. Okay.
No, you're fine.
I'm just blunt and honest. I haven't done my part yet to share all the info, but yes. And so we have Kari is going to be there doing card readings.
Indeed.
It's called Perilous Fortunes. But then on top of that, our wonderful Corey has created an RPG card game called Perils and Fortunes.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
And that will be played.
We also have a couple of other games made by people. Yes.
And the
so
one, what's your game called?
I don't-
Hands Fools Down?
Fools
Fools
Down.
Down.
Yeah, so
yes,
we'll be
which
playing
is
Fools
very
Down.
much like that's strong poker. That Fools Down is poker, but I really want to do a version that's based on baseball. If you've ever played poker, baseball is the craziest game because you have the malt man and you get extra cards and all this stuff can happen. You can literally have 12 cards in front of you to make a hand, and by then everybody's folded because unless your cards are just horrible because you have such a good hand. But I think it would be wonderful to have fantasy applications of those kinds of things. Have you ever played baseball, Kari or Alexander?
Nope.
I've played many card games, but never baseball.
Nah, it is most.
All I play is solitaire.
Come
I've played
on.
softball before.
You've got to. So then the good news about this Gooey After Dark in the casino is that you can play because it's not real gambling.
It's not real gambling, but there are prizes. They're just not cash
Yes,
prizes.
Stuff to win.
So you're gambling, just not for money.
You're
No, no,
gambling
there's gonna be
without.
no
You're
gambling.
There's gonna be
gambling
door
without your
prizes.
money. You're gambling without your money being involved,
Yeah.
and that is what makes it legal.
Yes. So
This is why Camera Mandy doesn't get arrested.
there will be door prizes and other. We are.
So we're
and-
gambling with other people's money.
Well, I think we also. I think we
Technically.
also.
That's
We
not
also
how this
determined that
works.
there would be a prize for people who didn't play well. I have to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
then it's not gambling.
Yes, it's
if
the
you lose
Gooby
and still win,
prize.
it's
Yeah.
not
Yeah,
gambling.
Patrick, as a lawyer, is very much emphasizing this is not gambling.
Yes, not gambling.
It is.
Thank you,
It is
Patrick.
fantasy. Yes, thank you. Fantasy gambling.
Yes.
Anyway, so yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. So.
So Gooey After Dark, if you haven't got tickets, make sure you get tickets.
Yes, and
'cause
like
it's
I
running
said,
out
it
of
will be.
space.
We're trying it at Genghis, but we're gonna refine it even more for Gen Con, and it's gonna be very
And
exciting.
it really is taking the place of our Friday night, normal Friday night party, because it's really lets people not just party
Yeah.
together, but also game together at the same time. And don't forget, if you're there early and you're a Gooey person, we have the wonderful get together at Andrew's house on Wednesday night.
Yes,
So we are very excited
which
about
I need to
that.
send out the invitation for. That was on my list for yesterday.
We've had a heck of a couple
Yeah,
weeks setting
so
Camera Mandy
I'll
up.
try and do that today after the show.
Yep.
Okay.
So I hope everybody loves these chips. You get a chance to get one of those if you play in the Gooey After Dark, either at Genghis Con or ultimately at Gen Con, where we're going to bring it as well.
Mhm.
All right.
Okay, next up, this was a great conversation from Kevin about scrying. And as you can see, there's 42 comments there. A lot of people like weighed in about this. So basically, the example that he gave, you are trying to scry on someone you know very well, 100% chance of locating. However, they are dead. Do you see the body? Huh?
Indeed.
Did. Do you see the body given sufficient lighting or just darkness if buried or nothing left of the body to view? Or does the magic follow the person's spirit, thereby you seeing them as a ghost-like entity on whatever plane of existence their spirit traveled to in the afterlife?
All right, so let's stop for a second. Let's
Yes.
cut to the team over here.
Yes.
And let's see what Kari says first. What do you think, Kari?
Well, I would say that scrying only works on if you're on the same plane. So
That is true.
if the character is deceased, his spirit is probably in a different plane, and you would get nothing.
The only thing that would be cool about this, because everyone knows, not everyone, but many of you know, we have a race in the world of Zyathé called the Skundroos. And because Malathuk watches over the Bridge of the Dead, Malathuk made the Skundroos by stealing souls and imparting them into vessels that he had created. So it is possible, in that circumstance, if you're on the same plane, that the Skundroos could actually be the stolen soul and all of a sudden show up. But the rules as written, you're specifically right. What do you think, Rin? Are you okay with rules as written, or would you mess around with it a little bit?
I would probably say you would see the body that if they're buried or if they just died and are on the floor.
Yep.
But you wouldn't see their ghost because, like, Kari said.
You can call him Dad. It's okay.
It makes things simpler. But like as my father said, it's like they would probably be on a different plane unless they're in that race or.
Yep. There are Skundroos, which is complicating the matter greatly. Yes. All right. What do you think, Alexander?
Well, Alphinius, I think it depends on your setting. It depends on your game and the tone you want.
Of course.
Generally, I would say that it's going to be more tied to their physical body. Some things that come up with that is while a lich is going to heavily protect their phylactery, scrying a lich shouldn't show you the location of their
Correct.
phylactery, which is where their soul is. So using that kind of logic, I would argue it's probably more tied to the body. But I do like the idea of the spirit, so I mean, probably use that going forward. It just all my liches will protect their phylactery and prevent it from scrying.
Yes,
So,
yes,
yeah.
and of course, you can always make exceptions, certain
Yeah,
circumstances,
absolutely.
divine intervention, all of these things. But I tend to agree with the idea that because you can see right now, Alexander just came up with a very good complication. Right now, all of a sudden, you've really changed the power of this capability, because you can apply it to finding certain things that probably you shouldn't be able to find easily in the game. Right? We agree with that.
Yeah.
So you see, that's our opinion. What's the chat saying? Anybody got any differentiating?
Before I go there, hashtag Khan, Khan, as determined last week, is the correct way to spell it.
CON.
Hashtag Khan, Khan.
Kahan.
If you intend to come to Genghis, or if you can make it to Genghis, This will enter you to win the VIG badge
Yes.
for con.
And if you already have a badge, that's okay because we can probably find a use for that as well. We could give it away to someone who couldn't afford it. There's Donnie and Andrea sponsor people I know to the convention, and so there's options. If you already have one badge, you know we can probably do something with that. So don't be afraid to enter to win the VIG because there's lots of cool things that come along with it. Right, Donnie? Right, Andrea?
Yes. Okay. I read this as the thing, but weather will be seasonal. Mid to high 40s. Snow is not likely. Says Purple Hazy One, who's a first-time chatter.
That is
Purple
exciting.
And Purple Hazy One is a good name.
Because last year it was very cold
It
and
was cold.
snowy.
Yes.
Okay, so yes, no cheating on trying to scry the Lich's
Phylactery. Yes.
phylactery.
Yes.
Yes.
So the chat.
As
Is the chat pretty
someone
much in
said, whatever's
agreement?
coolest for the story.
And that really
Pretty
that's
much.
right. That's the rule, right?
Yeah,
'Cause
pretty
that's why I
much.
said if there's a reason why they need to be able to find them, right? And this is important to the story. Certainly to take away an ability like that, or maybe giving them the opportunity to do that. There's this is the wonderment of the game, right? This is the wonderment of the game.
Or-
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I
Go
was
ahead,
gonna say, or maybe you get a quick flash and then you realize that they're aware that you're scrying on them.
And they can see you too.
Yes.
Yes, it's the Palantir. Yes, it's
Yeah,
the
exactly.
Palantir. Yeah, that was what a scene, right? What a scene.
Okay.
What a scene.
I have some more.
All right, go.
Okay. A dead body is considered an object. If the target soul is present on the plane of the scryer, you could scry the spirit. Otherwise, the spell fails. If you are trying to scry a high-level character, I have dine. Sorry, this got a. I have dine that they have ink. I don't know what you're trying to say, Josh. That they inky see images rather details. So I think. he's
So
trying to
they
say-
instead they
Yeah.
they see inky images instead of
Yes,
fine
they don't
details.
see the yes.
And
Yes.
most high level characters are going to have themselves protected against scrying. I mean, every lich, including Kaunovic, is protected his phylactery against scrying.
Yes,
of any
mind
form.
reading too, right? You're not going to allow people to just walk up and read your brain. You
Yeah,
know?
exactly. I mean, who's to say he has a brain? But you know what I mean. Like he is
Kind of
undead.
shriveled.
That might have been removed. You know what I mean?
Josh, scry a high level character and only see bits and pieces rather than knowing what things mean. Okay, thanks, Josh. Sorry about that. Sorry
Excellent
for
clarification,
bungling.
because Camera
Yeah.
Mandy's not only in a bad mood, she can't read.
I'm
really
in a
well.
great mood. I'm in a great mood. Okay.
I should record the next conversation.
Oh my goodness.
We don't have a lot of time left.
Now
but-
she knows it's coming though.
Okay.
We don't
I'm
have a lot of
drawing
time
for the
left.
VIG
What'd you say, my
badge.
dear?
We don't have a lot of time left.
I know, we're all right. You know,
Okay.
we
We
go
started
over,
late.
people bail on us, or they stick around, right? A lot of people stick around because we're so fun.
I
think you
have
all
the
are
winner of the
crazy.
VIG badge.
Oh, the winner of the
Oh, my.
Okay, let's go. Did you spin the spinny?
No, this was Mubot.
This was the Moobot.
Okay. Skiv Green Giant.
Oh,
Congratulations.
Do I know that handle, Camera Mandy?
I feel like I've heard it.
Skip
I-
Green Giant.
I think I know who it is, but I don't want to misspeak. So put your name in the chat, Skiv Green
Skip
Giant.
Green Giant.
I'm pretty positive I know who it is.
Oh, Green Giant. Yes.
But
yes,
sometimes
I'm
I
showing
say
my
that
age
and then
again.
I accidentally get the wrong person, and I would hate to do that on the chat. here.
Congratulations, Skip. That is magnificent. We'll give Skip a little hand for winning the VIG badge. Magnificent.
No, it's Sean Van Arsdale.
Oh, Sean,
Oh,
congratulations.
Sean,
I didn't know
congratulations.
you were Skip Green Giant. Why is it Skip Green Giant, Sean?
Okay.
Sean, you must
Congratula-
explain this to
Yeah,
me.
put it in the
You know the
chat.
Jolly
We're all
Green
At
here.
Giant,
Gamescom.
right?
I
Like,
do know
you
the
know.
Jolly Green Giant. I'm very familiar.
It's obvious after that. Like
Skip?
after you remember that, it just
Why Skip?
That is so awesome, Sean.
it's clear.
Sean, have you ever won anything before?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just excited because I'm really hoping that means that Sean and Julie are coming out for the convention.
That would
So,
be exciting.
Yeah. So there's some of my favorite people. So okay.
No,
anyway,
they're so good.
sorry. we
Camera
have a
Mandy
few
says
more
that
things to
because
do.
they always buy her drinks.
That's not true.
I mean, it is true that they buy you drinks, but that is not why
I
you're
have a
saying
lot
it.
of favorite people. So.
So this is very exciting. This is very exciting. And we're going to give everyone
Oh,
a
Skiv SKB is Sean Kenneth Van Arsdale.
So
it's
Skiv Green Giant,
Right.
not Skip. We thought you said Skip.
No, Skiv.
Ah,
Okay.
Yeah, we thought you said
yes,
Skip.
Yes, very
I thought
good.
you
Yes,
said
yes,
Skip.
yes. So this is close to the finished artwork.
I
the
think I have it right
filigree
here.
has changed.
Is this it?
This is the final.
Uh-huh.
So after wonderful comments by so many from the community, this is going to be the design of our faux leather tomes going forward, and a number of people supported us in the Kickstarter, the first Kickstarter, And we had to wait till we did the limited edition tomes, because the limited edition tomes go into this as a thing. And I'm sorry about the price. I wish that they were not so expensive, but I have no option, because you have no idea how crazy it is. These are all made by hand. They're hand stamped, and they're just not inexpensive. So we are going to give folks a chance. We're going to send out an email and give folks a chance to order these, but they are not. And I apologize. I really, we cut our margin on these dramatically because the cost of them is so much. But they are beautiful. I can't wait to get mine. And these are going to be very special. And my plan is to do one of these for every one of the tomes that we ever make. So, but I love the final design. That was. What do y'all think? You like the look at that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
I like it.
So
I like
even
the
though
building
it's not
blocks of the
classic,
universe.
even though it's not classic, so because it's got the cube, right? So it's not classic filigree. That's okay.
I think it's nice.
I like it that it's not classic.
So you like it that it's got the cube because it's more. It says it's Gooey Cube.
Yeah.
What do you think, Kari?
Yeah, I think it looks great, and I love the embossed filigree on the leather covers. Always looks cool.
Yes,
No, it
yes,
always
yes.
looks very, very classy.
And these will be foil stamped, so they'll get the whole treatment. So that's the idea behind it. And we're very, very close. We're looking at finishing the materials. The guts are already printed. We're making decisions on the actual faux leather right now. We got to do a test to make sure that the thing all works, and then we're going to send these out. And I'm going to get a set. I'm actually going to get 2 sets. So I'm going to drop a little cash on Gooey Cube because I think these are magnificent. I guess I dropped a lot of cash on Gooey Cube.
Yeah, you've dropped a couple of dollars over the years.
Okay. We're going to go fast through everything
All right,
else.
going fast. Okay, we're going fast. Thank you
Um,
all for being with us a little longer. Lawrence was down right at the
Print shop.
printer
Yep.
with Alex, the printer, not Alexander, the game master, and he was taking pictures of various things that they're doing. But there is the cover of the Blood for the Con, and this is the limited edition cover. So there is that marvelous cover right there. And then this was crazy, and I'm definitely Camera Mandy. We cannot forget Alexander.
We're getting
Kari,
these for the office.
We have to have at least one of these here. It must happen.
It should be on the front doors instead of the
should
push
be.
bar that we have. You know how we have like the actual handles you can
Yes,
use.
yes.
We should just have. They'll get so cold in the winter, everyone will hate it. It'll be great.
Well, in Janelle Jaquet's marvelous Dark Tower, all right, which we missed Janelle already. This has been tragic that we have lost her. Janelle Jaquet's Dark Tower. There were 2 doors, one on each end of a hallway, and they were diametrically opposed in terms of their alignment. All right. So if you've never played Dark Tower, you need to. It's magnificent. They were diametrically opposed in terms of their alignment, and they didn't get along. And they had lots of powers. They could do things like hit you with lightning bolts and other things like that. Unless Greg was making it up, but I don't believe so. So anyway, one might let you in, but then the other one wouldn't let you out because the one let you in, and you had to figure out how to bribe these doors. It was magnificent. It was just wonderful, wonderful idea. I really believe we have to have 2 doors that have these hands and bring a little bit of a nod to Janelle's marvelous Dark Tower. Wouldn't that be fun, Alexander?
Oh, absolutely. It
Yes.
should be the studio door.
No,
Yeah.
I mean in Tomb of Guys.
Oh, yes, but I also mean in the studio.
Yes, the studio door would be perfect. Then Camera Mandy could take pictures of it on a regular basis.
Exactly, and you could put rings on it to like surprise you.
Anyway, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, like you'd come in and you'd be like, "Why is there a ring on the
You
this
could-
doorknob?"
You could
Why is
spray
there
it
a
with a
ring?
sprayer and moisten it so that when someone comes up,
It's a
to
little
it,
sweaty. It
"Ow!"
like feels a little sweaty. Yeah.
What do you think about that, Rin? Would you like to reach up and grab the sweaty palm?
No.
The doorway's nervous. It's its first day on the job. You know what I mean? Like,
Okay, so Sean sadly cannot make it.
oh no.
As he thought it was going to be for next year. So we are going to
Oh,
re-roll.
Sean, we thought you were coming.
I know. I had a
Just
moment
do
of.
it. Do it quickly.
But yes,
Plane tickets.
let's
Make a
re-roll.
phone call.
Okay, here we go.
We're doing it again.
Nerf herder, Harry.
Harry.
Wow.
On the VIG badge.
Yep.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Harry.
And just so everyone knows that this is like how this happens, and I'm not cheating. I'm just gonna like cut over.
Yeah, you should prove it.
Yeah, here we go.
I'm just saying.
I
because-
I just want people to know that I promise I don't cheat.
Well, it's hidden behind the doorknob right now.
yeah, I know, right? I made a. I made a
Cameraman,
movie.
Here, there's my
that's-
proof. Now you
here's
just
my
move it
proof.
away.
Full
You
of
know.
low budget production.
This is the Moobot.
Yes, this is what Moobot looks like. So all your entries go in. So this had 18 total entries.
Wow.
And then this is how I pull people. So
Well,
I
we are
promise.
very excited. Congratulations,
Yes.
Harry. Well deserved, my
Okay.
friend. Well deserved. All right, what else we got, cameraman? Let's get these folks out of here.
Yeah, I'm almost done with the social media. Whew, sorry, we started late, so we're going a little late.
And then we have a couple.
That's okay. We're marvelously entertaining. Isn't that not the truth,
I
chat?
hope so.
Way better than Saturday morning cartoons. as
They're
I said
still
to you.
here, so
Yeah.
you don't need to
At least
ask.
3 or
They're
4
still
people.
here.
Oh yes, vote for Myron.
Myron.
So Myron has now entered the mayoral
This
race.
is from David Stormer.
David, this is a good shenanigan. Really moved you up on the shenanigan scale. Really moved you up. So can I tell a quick tale? This is important. So my little grandson, Malone, who is in school just this first year or second year. He's either in first grade or kindergarten. I can't remember off the top of my head. Anyway, little Malone was charged with making up a math problem. And the math problem that little Malone came up with was, if Myron the ugly troll kidnaps 60 children and boils 40 of them in the pot, how many children are left? So this ignited quite a firestorm, as I understand it, at school. Created all manner. Yes, it's not bad. Yes, this.
Oh my God.
This is true. I'm not embellishing
A
this whatsoever.
Put that in one of the gooey math shorts. That needs to be one of the gooey math.
There you
Yeah,
go.
I'll make that.
Yeah, there we go.
Alexander.
I'll make sure you get the right answer.
Yeah, Alexander. By the way, Alexander is the one who is doing the gooey math.
This is
shorts.
true.
Yeah, wonderful. Good
So,
enough.
if they're
anyway, so
wrong-
Malone got in
Those are
trouble. David, marvelous shenanigan. Malone is now
Yeah.
clear. He's not being arrested. So this is all good. They explained about the song and all of
Did
that.
they ask about, if Myron is at home?
Yes, but Myron isn't home for 2 hours, right? So 7 children escape, right? He did some
Exactly.
great things with this little math problem. All right. And Myron, to be clear, in the song, Myron does not boil children. He boils everyone. He is an equal opportunity boiler.
Okay.
Not that he doesn't boil children.
Yeah, no, he still boils children, Kim. He just boils everyone else, too.
We will have to sing Myron the Ugly Troll at Genghis Khan. It's a must. All right, what else you got, camera Mandy? And
I
let's get
say
these
let's
folks-
let's call it. Let's call it.
No, I have one more thing to do.
Oh, okay. What's that? Oh, we have to open up the.
Yep.
Marvelous Rin
Yes. Hold on. Let me cut
brought
to you.
me a little present.
Hold on. Let me cut to you.
All right, Rin. If this blows up in my face.
Look how excited Rin
Careful,
is right
it
now.
bites. It bites.
Let me see. So there's a marvelous thing in here. There's also down at the bottom. There's a thing at the bottom which I must pull out. Yeah, so there it is. So this
A bracelet for
is
the
a
doorknob.
bracelet for the doorknob, but I will wear it for right now.
That
I
is
will wear
so
it for right
cute,
now. Now
Rin.
there's this. Now I'm going to be careful about this because I don't want to spoil this. So I have to figure out how to do this carefully.
Scissors might be needed.
I will be careful.
I don't
as
think I
careful.
have scissors.
Dad, do you have your pocket?
No, I got this, girlfriend. I am a creative director. We have had to do all kinds of pasting through the course of our year.
Look how cute Rin is right now. She's so giddy.
Yes. Well, is that not magnificent?
Wait, so there should be like a collector's guide for them in there somewhere.
Oh, a collector's guide. So Rin is starting up a business. You heard it here
Maybe,
first.
maybe.
You heard it here first. You can get a handcrafted Gooey Cube.
Aw.
So it's a little fidget. So
Oh, so I can fidget with it.
yeah.
I am a fidgeter, but I'm not as bad of a fidgeter as Alexander.
This is true. I am quite the fidgeter.
Yes.
I am the fidget.
Carrie, my wife will tell anyone that.
Well, and Riley and you have been fidgeting with the deck of Perilous Fortuity.
This is
for
true.
like 2
We've been
weeks.
shuffling with it. It helps us think, moving with our hands.
Yes, because they've been doing the fidgeting with the deck of Perilous Fortuity. Rin, this is magnificent. So this is the little guide.
Yeah.
All right, let me open this up. Oh my goodness, my dear, you are marvelous. Oh my goodness, great. I need to
It
read
only
this.
took 10 years to figure out how to do this.
Aw.
So we are going to check out the guide, and then we'll see what we will see going forward.
Sorry, I missed the high five that Alexander just gave Rin.
And then there are
That's
2
cute.
other little mystery things.
Ooh.
All right. So we will.
So they are classified as rare. There's like common, rare, ultra rare, and then I think there's legendary.
Oh, Rin, but I do not want to tear this open. That was,
I am so delighted right now, Rin.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Listen. Here's what we're going to do. I want to cut these open carefully, so we're going to open them next week.
Okay.
All right. So they will sit right here,
Unboxing video.
and I will open them next week.
Well, it will not be next week. It will be the
Unboxing
week
video.
after next week because we will be at Genghis Khan.
Well,
Well, you could open them live at Genghis Khan.
I
Oh.
can't remember the one that was already in there. I don't remember if I think it was legendary.
So one of these might be a legendary item.
No, so I think the first one that one is legendary.
This is the legendary.
I believe so.
So I don't
I'd
want.
have to check the guide.
I just don't want to spoil these. Okay, I want to keep them. Okay, so we will discover what is inside our two little packs here very soon, and we will make sure you know so that you can be watching when we open them, dear Rin. Now, however, it is time for a cheeseburger.
Yeah.
Does that not sound
Yeah,
delicious?
can I see that collector's guide real quick? please?
Of course, my
Yeah.
friend. Of course, Kari, here you are, my friend.
Okay, well, thank you all so much for coming
Before
through.
we
Oh,
leave, I'm gonna figure out which one it is.
okay.
Oh,
It
so
is
this
the
is actually
legendary.
so it
It
is
is
the
the-
legendary.
It is the
Yeah.
legendary.
You are marvelous, my dear, and thank you.
That is amazing.
Alexander, Kari, Rin, thank you.
Yeah, thank you for
wonderful,
driving
marvelous
Thank you.
people
through
for
the
coming.
snow.
Camera Mendy, thank you for not being so grouchy on the show as you were this morning to me.
Also,
Rin,
Isn't grouchy.
Also, a
Thank
special
you.
thanks to Gooey Lawrence for giving me a ride here
yes,
because
of course,
the
'cause Alexander
the
wouldn't have
roads
made
are
it,
quite
right?
terrible.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
I
Lawrence-
would have arrived very late.
He has that monster truck.
He does.
Yes.
It is very helpful.
Yes, very good. So, Camera Mendy,
So, listen.
did you just cut away from me at the
I
last moment?
did.
I'm
I
glad
did.
she did. That was terrifying,
So-
Kim. I don't know what you were trying to do, but that was
it's like-
scary.
it's like
Anyway,
E.T. I have ultimate power.
We appreciate you all so much. I am so excited for Genghis Khan next week. Alphinius, what were you trying to do with your shirt? exactly?
Nothing. It's
Yeah.
okay. Hello,
Okay.
friends. Yes, goodbye to you.
We'll talk to you
We'll see you
soon.
at Genghis Khan, my friends, and magnificent. There's so much coming. The Tomb of Guys and Gags, tell people about it. It is going to be the most wonderful, wonderful thing. I promise. I promise. Luke and I are so excited. There's so much to come. We're going to get contributions from all of our people, as many as we can take, for the Guys and Gags materials. So it's going to be a contributors-focused thing. We got all these wonderful characters. Go to gooeycube.com/back. If you haven't given us a little like and a subscribe, please do that. Also on the Facebook, if you get an invitation, please give us a yes, I'm coming, maybe I'm coming, or a no, because that actually helps the Facebook algorithm. Thank you all for being so gooey. We are blessed beyond belief by you. Can't wait to see you in a week. Donnie, Andrea, much love. Rin, thank you, my dear, for my gifts. And thanks to you all for being so wonderful and good friends to all of us at Gooey Cube. May all your adventures be sticky.
Sticky.
One more time. May all your adventures be
Sticky.
Yes.
Hold on, I didn't even get it on camera. One more time.
One more time. May all your adventures be
Sticky.
Ah.